Welcome back to the Truth Be Told podcast, where I'll be telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help us, God. Now that the holiday is over, let's get back to our regularly scheduled program, shall we? Now, let me be honest. Many of you are not going to like this episode, okay? But remember what they say, only a hit dog will holler, okay? So, I'm going to tell you the truth, right? Truth be told, quiet as it's kept, most of y'all are hypocrites. Most of y'all are the very people you complain about. Most of y'all can't even recognize the BS because it's coming from your own mouth. Don't believe me? I'll give you a few examples. Many of you claim you want better partnerships, but you don't know how to be a partner, and you won't invest in learning how to be the partner you wish to find in someone else. Many of you claim to want better opportunities, yet you don't do anything to better yourself to be fit for any opportunities that may be better for you. Or what's even worse is when better opportunities present themselves to you, you do not like to leave your comfort zone and you remain stuck and stagnant in the very things you claim you don't want. Many of you claim to want more money, right? But you refuse to spend your money on the things that would better you. You refuse to spend money in investing in yourself. But instead, y'all would rather spend money on pretending to be him or her, buying the shoes, buying the clothes, buying the cars, buying the jewelry, when instead of just pretending to be that person that you wish to be, you could actually be that person if you would invest in yourself. Put your money where your mouth is. And then many of y'all are out here complaining and talking about the ones who are actually putting in the work to do what they want to do, to become the person they want to become. Y'all spend so much time talking about people who are actually doing what needs to be done instead of you actually focusing on what you need to do to be that one. So many of y'all will frequent people's businesses, platforms, feigning like you're a supporter, only to find a flaw within the product or thing that they're selling, to compare it to other things that you might see on the market, simply to find a problem to complain about so that in your mind, they are on the same level as you and they're not as good or great as they feel they are. These will be the same people that claim we need to support each other in business and provide opportunities for each other. But as soon as you get the opportunity to support someone, what do you go and do? Slander their name, their reputation, or their business, or just talk about them behind their back to make yourself feel better and knock them down a peg. And for what reason? Does that really make you feel better? Are y'all all right out there? These are the same people who claim we should support each other and spread opportunities amongst each other, who will be behind the scenes gossiping, spreading rumors that aren't even verified to be true. Are y'all all right out there? I'm gonna need you to go heal that, beloved, okay? Now, can we go deeper? I hope y'all can swim. Let's talk about how this shows up in leadership, shall we? Many of you will even complain about people in positions of power not doing right by the people who work for them, nor the people that they serve within their businesses. Yet, y'all will be the same people when given a little ounce of power, like a manager position. You will use that position of power to do the same exact things that you complain about others doing. I find it absolutely hilarious when people complain about how Agent Orange is running the country when you run your businesses the same way. You run your partnerships the same way. You run your friendships the same way. Many of y'all will really get up in the morning, dress the part, and play the role of the proper leader when behind the scenes you have a trail of disgruntled, underpaid employees and dissatisfied customers. But as long as you have the businesses, the title, the name brands, the cars, the clothes, everything that comes with it, who really cares, right? Some of y'all are too busy pretending to be something that you're not when you should instead work to be the person you claim to be. It's really simple, but I see some of y'all are confused. Some of y'all don't have a problem with the leader nor the leadership. Your problem is you're not the one in control. How do you fix your mouth to criticize Trump when you're the Trump in your business, in your community, in your relationships, and in your friendships or partnerships? Are y'all all right out there? See, if you haven't noticed by now, talking with me is going to have you on a different level of introspection. Yeah, I'm going to need you to look at yourself. It starts with the man or woman in the mirror. And you know what they say, when you point one finger at somebody else, you always have four pointing back right at you. As I said, it starts within. We need to all look at self before we cast judgment on anyone else. Now, we could talk about how many of y'all refuse to hire the best person for the job, but instead you're only looking for a yes man or woman to fill the position. But we won't be talking about that today, okay? Let's stay on topic. Now, let's talk about those in leadership who believe it's their personal job to keep those who work under them permanently so that these people never rise to the leader within to become leaders in their own respect. Now, is this you? Don't everybody raise their hand at once, okay? Don't worry, I'll wait. Now, if you know, like I know, a chain or group is only as strong as the weakest link. So when your strategy is simply assuring that those under you, those working for you, never rise to your level, you essentially cripple your own growth. Many of you are too busy spending all your time and energy assuring that everyone stays beneath you, that you are not looking for the opportunities for everyone to rise to their highest best self, which directly affects your businesses. A true leader understands it's about team effort. Therefore, as a true leader, I would want every person on the team to be operating as their best self so they can contribute their best self, their best qualities, attributes, and attitudes to positively affect the team, business, or group as a whole, right? For instance, have you ever went into a business and you can tell how poor the leadership is simply by the energy you get off of interacting with the staff who work there? I know we've all experienced this. Don't worry, I'll wait. What many of y'all have to come to understand is the businesses and partnerships that thrive the most are the ones where everyone feels supported and encouraged to be their best self. As a leader, why wouldn't I want my team to be the best that they could be? Why wouldn't I want myself and my team to change, evolve, and grow to the best version that we could be? Essentially, this would make the business the best that it could possibly be, right? Can I be honest? If you're not growing more leaders under your leadership, that is a clear indication you are not an effective leader. And perhaps your pride, ego, and insecurities are too much in the way of you becoming the leader you were meant to be. And you know what they say, pride always precedes the fall. And can I tell you something else? Being too far in your ego keeps you tethered to low vibrational ways of seeing, thinking, and being. I'm going to need you to go heal that because, as they say, the wounds that you refuse to heal are the very wounds that tend to bleed on to those who are closest to you, whom are only trying to love and support you at the end of the day. So if you're finding yourself dealing with any of the situations that I described here today, I hate to be the one to break it to you, beloved, you are the whole problem. And if you find yourself in a place where you're constantly criticizing or complaining about the actions, behaviors, or things other people are doing, I'm going to need you to go within and reflect on that. Because what I know to be true is the very things that we criticize and hate within others are merely a reflection of the things within ourselves that we have neglected to address. Oftentimes, it's because we simply refuse to see it. But hey, I'm just throwing things out there. Catch what you can. And let's all remember not to crucify the messenger, okay? So until the next time we talk, please go in love and light. As I always say, truth without love is brutality, and love without truth is hypocrisy. And as we know, fools multiply when wise men or women are silent, so we mustn't be silent. We must tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, even when it hurts. So until next time, peace, y'all.